I would like to share with everyone is about SEO your website. So this is a new feature that we call is URL context by Google. So Google's were recently announcing this new feature. So this is kind of like a tool for that for Gemini API. So what they are using is that actually like you will feed the model with some of the information that can be PDF, it can be image, it can be web and other data file. But sometimes right now, if you are having a website, right, and you will do the kinds of like fetching, like web scraping. So it's not good because some of the website will block you. They will just ban you from crawling the data from their website. But it turned out that it will be easier because Google is actually creating an indexing of every website, most of every website on the planet, right? So it means what it can do is it can be unlock, like synthesizing the content and also as an input. So you can web fetching this one, and for example, like let me open this so that we can look at it real quick. So for example, like you can just give it a prompt, and then you include a URL into the prompt, and then it will be fetching the information and feed into the LM, and then the LM will automatically have the context of this one without having to run another scraping. So this is powerful because there will be no longer like a blocking problem. So we currently integrated that into workflow. So you can go here, maybe let me go into, let me create a new workflow and URL context by Google. And we create a new workflow. And in here, if you search for URL context, it will allow you to asking this one. And then you will just, let me just delete this one, and we just say, this is a prompt, right? So I will just create an input. I just say this is a prompt. And in here, I'll just say is required. And this one, it should be a prompt. This is a prompt. Okay, save this. And just passing directly into here. So let me go into this single input, and I would just say, I will do this one, okay? Fetch these documents and also summarize this document. Okay, so I'm with. I think there's a big news like Nvidia invest to OpenAI. For example, like this blog post. Okay, so this is a blog post, but I just want like help me summarize this website. This is the payword. Okay, let's do another one that perhaps straight out this one. Okay, so this is creating this one, and right now it's more interesting. Let me creating another one, like OpenAI, buy from Oracle. Okay, this one. And I'm going back here, I was saying, okay, and read this as well. Synthesize the result. Just run. So normally what you have to do before is you have to scrap the website, and then you need to concatenate it into a prompt. So you need to query, right? Actually, right now with this URL, Google URL context, then actually you can prompt. Okay. They also block it. Okay. Just because maybe just CNBC. Let me replace this one with this one. Okay, so as you can see in here, so we can have it two blog posts totally separated. and also it will synthesize the information, and it will including like NVIDIA will invest into OpenAI, and also OpenAI will purchase something from Oracle. Okay. Wait, what? I was not able to access the second article from CNBC as well. Okay, it's paywall, blah blah, and restriction prevent access. Okay. Anyway, I think today the demo is not going so well on this part. I need to be well prepared from next time. But I think you guys understand the core idea about this one. So basically, instead of like you trying to scrapping the like 20 website, and then you will feed that into a list, and then you feed it to your LM. Right now, you don't need to do it anymore. You can just put everything into a prompt and choosing the model of Google, either Gemini 2.5 Pro or 2.5 Flash. And what it can do is that it's acting as like normal LM, but with ability of reading the web by default. So it will be helpful for some of the tasks that to fetching different URL. And according to Google, it will not limit it into website. It will also do PDF, so you can provide direct link to a PDF. So for example, like I'm going to put a PDF file that say small LM is the future of AI. So this is a very famous. So you just view PDF and you just copy this PDF, and we just say get key ideas from this one. Just run it. Yeah, so Gemini read this PDF in a second, synthesize the information without even need you to upload the file. And this one. Let's do another one as well. OpenAI release paper on how people use ChatGPT. This one. Let me having the paper, the full working paper. Okay, this one. Okay, let me copy this link. Help me to understand how they link to this each other, and what is the future look like. Yep, run. So basically, you can kind of like producing the ability of your agent that reading the online documentation. And what is more powerful is this is a workflow, but you can equip that to your agent. And because your agent can compose these prompts to whatever you want, right? Okay. So it was saying, okay, this is the context. So the URL is blah, blah, blah. And this is the second paper is how people to use ChatGPT and how they link to each other. Is that the uses, blah, blah, and blah, blah. Yep. So it will skip a lot. And let me create a new agent that with web browsing. Okay, let me create this new agent. In this agent, I'm going to just make it very simple. I just create one more workflow, this one, and I add. Okay, and I just using the same prompt, right? Read this. And this. Extract key point, help me to drive to write a blog post. Okay, it will trigger this one URL context by Google, and it will just actually doing what exactly the same what we have in beside, and then it will starting to write a blog post with the context from these two websites without us having able to do web scraping. So that is just like bypass all the step, and yeah, you don't need to pay for service like FileCrawl or like API file in order to do this simple web scraping. Yeah. Is there a way to store information you just sync together into a Google Sheet? Yeah, of course. So you can kind of like, either you can add new MCP, into here, search Google, maybe just search Google Docs. But you can do the same. Can you write this blog post to new Google Docs file with relevant title? Yeah, because I have this Google Docs in here already, and suppose that my agent should be able to synthesize the information, writing a blog post, and upload into a new Google Docs file, or even like insert to new Google Sheet file. Yeah, it will contour Google Docs, create document. I have a feeling like the agent that on Agentic Flow is much faster than the agent in ChatGPT. I might be wrong, but yeah, seriously. Wow. Okay. It has been created new. Let me click on this one. So we have a new blog post, the future of AI, blah, blah. I think this one is using a Markdown, which is not so well, I would say. Maybe we just turn on file system and save. Let's create a Markdown file of this blog post so that I can download. Yep. Yeah. So you see, it has been creating a new file, the future of AI.md, and we can click on this one, and this is beautifully formatted. So it's look much nicer than this one, right? And actually, you can download this as a file, and then you can actually open it. So let me go into my Google Drive. Okay, I will open this one, and because the Markdown file actually something that Google can can translate. So this one is going to make a much nicer blog post comparing to the one that ChatGPT is creating directly here. You can see. So that is the tactic that I think you can use. So firstly, you're asking the agent to creating a .markdown file, then you download it, and then perhaps that you can help. Oh wait, so hey, why don't you let me add a Google Drive. We can also have the Composio MCP server. Let's go here, go into Composio, and then get started and log in. Continue. Okay, I have Gmail, calendar, and blah blah. Let me search for Drive. They have Google Drive. They have Google Drive. So I will connect account. Connect. Continue. Continue. Close. Okay. Let's view server. Okay. Let's create a server. Okay. Okay. I just using upload file only. Okay. So we're just using this one, and we go into HTTP stream and copy. Okay. Let's go into Agentic Flow, go into MCP server, connection, and then go into MCP server connection, create connection. Let's say Composio, Google Drive, shown by Composio. Transport, choose streamable HTTP, paste here, and connect. Right. Let's come back to our agent, edit, add this MCP. Google Drive should be the last one. No. Okay, add this one. Okay, it have few tools. Upload. Let me add here. Okay, please upload this file to my Drive folder. What is the error? Because this file, actually this file is kind of like, it's not a real file. This is still in memory. So that's why when they are uploading the file into Google Drive, they will have some problem. Yeah, this is interesting. So we have a new scenario on this part. But anyway, so I think I go a bit too far from this one. So originally I would like to show everyone that URL context by Google is something that you should definitely use in order to appending multiple URL or file or different things, image and web and data file, including like XML or CSV, JSON, text file, and so on, in order to make your agent will be ingress those information more effectively. And this is something that definitely Google was having us to provide. Then definitely we need to make the best out of it, right? So I hope that with this one you can have some good use of this part. Yeah, PDF, image, of course, and finally is web and also data. Cool. I think that's it for today. For this one, apologize for the MCP server. I think ChatGPT is just too slow. Even we connect to it already, but in order to make it a good use, but however we need to experiment more. But I think URL context, which is the second one that I demo to everyone, is something that's very useful. For me personally, because when I build a workflow to sell to some of the enterprise customer, I think using this one is saving me a lot of time. Instead of like just downloading and scrapping different files, I just dump everything into one single prompt. So I think that is something that is good for me, and I hope that it can also be good for you as well.